Hey guys, it's Mark with the Comics, and I'm back with a new comic book day best bets of the week for October 30th, 2019. This is our Halloween edition. So before we get into it, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're over 200 subscribers right now. We're doing a giveaway on the channel. So, like I said before, if we get up to the 250 mark, I'm going to give out a slab. So let's get into it. Alright, we're going to start off with DC this week. And our first book of the week, it's going to be Basket Full of Heads, written by Joe Hill. I did a preview about this about a week ago. It was a free book by DC that was previewing all of the upcoming Black Label, horror comics that are coming out between now and early next year. And this was the first one that was coming out. I read the preview of it, and it was pretty good. So I'm gonna recommend this. This is the cover A. There's also a really cool cover B by Joshua Middleton. It's a nice cardstock cover, so you're gonna pay $1 more for that. But I'm gonna get cover A because I think it's a pretty cool cover in itself, and I'm gonna add that to the list. All right. So it's going to be mainly a lot of DC books this week, which is good for a change because the last 2 weeks have been a little bit more on the Marvel and indie heavy side. So it's good to change it up once in a while. Next book is Joker Kill a Smile #1 by Jeff Lemire, and the artist is Andrea Sorrentino. So if you're not familiar with her artwork, she's a really good artist. She does some work on the Gideon Falls, which has been optioned. This cover A is done by Andrea Sorrentino, which is a pretty cool cover. And the cover B by Carrie Andrews. I'm personally I can't recommend either one. Either cover looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna get cover B because it's a pretty cool looking Joker, creepy style there with the smile, going ha ha ha. So I'm gonna go with that cover, and I believe there's also a first appearance of Mr. Smiles. So look out for that for you, key spectators or speculators. So I'm gonna add that to the list. A little on the pricier side there, $5.99, because it's that DC Black Label. Next book, The Last God #1, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and the artwork done by Riccardo Federici and others. It looked like a pretty interesting story. I'm just going to refer to the Key Collector app real quick, just for some info. So it talks about the legions of the last god march across Canaan, and a new group of unlikely warriors must band together to do what no one has done before. So I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes. The cover looks pretty stunning, and it's a DC Black Label, so usually the artwork's phenomenal. So I'm going to add that to the list. And there's also a really cool cover B. That's a nice hardstock cover as well, that you don't have to pay any extra for that. So if you like that, go with that one as well. I believe there's one more by DC I'm looking at this week, and it's, Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Death of Superman #1. This is written by Jeff Loveness, and the art by Brad Walker, Andrew Hennessy. I believe there's also a first appearance in here, so look out for that. First appearance of Lois Lane as the Eradicator, and it's an alternate reality story. So don't seem like it's going to be into continuity. And I'm going to add that to the list. It's a nice looking cover as well. So that's It's a pricey one as well. Geez, $5.99. All right. How are we doing so far? We're at 21 bucks. Okay. So that's it for DC. Going into Marvel now. I'm gonna scroll on through because I think I only have one book this week from Marvel. And let's see. There's a few number ones this week that I'm personally not going to be picking up because it doesn't really have any interest. You got Red Goblin, Red Death #1. There's some great covers in here. And for you cover buyers, that may appeal to you. But for the best bets of the week, these are all going to be passes for me. And here we go. Here's my one pick of the week. Silver Surfer Black #5, written by Donny Cates, art by Tradd Moore and Dave Stewart. It's a great black cover with Silver Surfer Black on there. You know, for you collectors, these black covers are really hard to get in nice condition. And this one looks pretty stunning, especially for you guys who like this really cool psychedelic artwork that's been throughout this whole series. Which initially a lot of people were giving him, Tradd Moore some slack on because it was different. But when you read the story, you put the artwork together, it's a masterpiece. So I'm adding that to the list. It's the last issue. And I think it's going to go out in a bang. And if you know Donny Cates, he likes to tie in these stories into future stories. So I'm going to definitely recommend that one. I know there's also Venom #19 this week. And there's been a few people speculating that it's going to be a big reveal with Dylan Brock potentially, being this new key character. But I honestly don't think it's going to be this issue. I think it's going to be maybe in a couple issues. So even though I have this book on pull, because I'm a big fan of Venom, I'm going to pass it for the best bets of the week. So to finish off, we're going to our independents. And there's one book I'm going to recommend. Just scrolling on pretty quickly. Bear with me. Here we go. So it's Roku #1 by Valiant. One of my favorite writers out in the industry right now. It's Colin Bunn. Artist is Roman Box. And some cool covers on here. I'm gonna go pick up the cover E by Howard Chaykin. It's a pre-order edition. It's already sold out on Midtown. I ended up picking this up on eBay because it was the only place I could find it. So story seemed pretty interesting. It's this female assassin that goes around the world taking out hits. Give it a try and see how it goes, because from time to time these Valiant stories are actually pretty good. So I'm going to add that to the list, tally that up. And how do we do? Alright, 28, so basically 29 bucks. We stuck to our goal, under 30 bucks or less. 30 bucks or less, so I think that was a success. I'm gonna give you an honorable mention. So if you didn't wanna, if Roku wasn't, interesting for you, I'm gonna give you a book by Mad Cave Studios. It's Woven Heart #1. Story looked pretty interesting. It's I think it had to do with Van Helsing. So let me see if I can find that real quick. So yeah, after the Woven Heart organization's infiltrated by history's infamous villains, their most adept monstrous slayer finds himself trapped in an alternate reality. So, for you people that like your medieval Van Helsing type of vibes, you may want to look into Woven Heart #1. It's already limited, one per customer. So this may end up selling out. So that's my honorable mention. I'm going to give you my pick of the week. I'm going to refer back to DC. If I can find this book. Here we go. My pick of the week. Hopefully it's a great read. reading it from the previews, it seemed like it. It's going to be basket full of heads. I've got a feeling, this could definitely get optioned for a TV series, probably on the HBO Dark series. So if you get a chance, check this out. And that's my pick of the week. Hope you like this Halloween edition style. If not, there's nothing I can do for you. Until next week, it's Mark Spector Comics. Out.